the clip for Cut You In features your father, Jerry Sr., also known as the Rooster.
Yeah, right.
Now, the title of another Alice in Chains song. How does that all tie in?
Oh, it was really fun to do. My dad's all I really have left. As far as family, a parental figure. My mother passed away a long time back, so as you get older, I've just been getting, you get a lot closer, I think, it was actually one of the roles in the video that we had a hard time casting somebody for, and it was kind of a last minute call, and it was an interesting story to that too, because he was working in North Carolina, and he never flies. It was like the second time he's flown since Vietnam, and his plane went down almost went down after he had finished his service, and he'd been there for a long time, so he had a kind of traumatic trip home. So he's never flown since then, But like I said, we had some trouble casting the sheriff, and I'm like, man, we should call my dad, he'd be perfect for it, And I gave him a call, and he came out. It was a big thing for him to do, with his fear of flying and stuff. But I was really proud of him to make the trip, and he did a great job in the video.
How does the name the Rooster come up?
His grandfather actually named him that when he was a kid. When he used to wake up in the morning, his hair used to stick straight up. So kind of looked like he just called him Rooster because he looked like he had a big comb sticking on top of his head. Down in the South, in the southern states of America, it's pretty common to have nicknames, nobody, rarely anybody goes by their real name, it's, nicknames are pretty common,
So whereabouts did you grow up? You grew up in the South?
No, I grew up mostly in Washington State, but my father was in the service. So we traveled around quite a bit, and we spent a lot of summers in Oklahoma because my father's family is from Oklahoma and Texas, and my mother's family is from Washington State.
Oh, okay. What sort of say guitarists these days do you look up to? Because there'd be a lot of kids out there who would aspire to be a Jerry Cantrell. Who do you aspire to, and who also started you off? The
number one rock guitarist that have got me motivated or that inspired me the most is probably Angus Young. I like a lot of guys, like David Gilmour, Jimmy Page, Jimi Hendrix. I used to listen to all kinds of guys. Ted Nugent. I've always been an AC/DC fan since I was a kid, and I think what I really liked about him was just the power and the simplicity. I really dug Eddie Van Halen. He was a pretty monumental guitar hero for me, but I started out even before that, with Angus and AC/DC, and I kind of started off more as a rhythm player too, and a lot of their music is a lot of rhythm based. His brother Malcolm is a great guitar player as well. But yeah, he was my number one man when I was a kid.
Did you ever own a Gibson SG?
No, I never did. I always wanted one, but I never could afford one. And then the first guitar I got was first guitar that was of a quality, let's put it that way, was the G&L Rampage, which I still play. So I kind of fell in love with that thing, and I never really played an SG.
Yeah.
Lane really likes them a lot, though. He plays them quite a bit.
And can we look forward to something more from Alice in Chains soon? This is obviously
probably not soon. Who knows? It's kind of time to do new things for everyone, and put Alice have a break from it for a bit, and we've been doing that for the last couple of years, even though we've still been putting out a couple of records here and there. But this record took a lot from me the last year and a half, writing and recording it, and I'll spend the rest of this year touring on it, and hopefully go in and do another one at the early part of next year.
Okay.
We really didn't have anything planned on the Alice front, so it was a prime opportunity to try some new things,
Okay. On Triple J, Jerry Cantrell back in 1998 speaking to Costa Zurlio about his first and only so far solo album, Boggy Depot, and reflecting on what Alice in Chains were up to at that point, 1998 the year. Okay, Kingsmore with you tonight on Triple J. We'll get to Mad Season in a moment. The phones have been going crazy, of course, for lots of requests, and a lot of people want to hear stuff from the Mad Season album, which Lane was involved in the mid-90s. So that's coming. Also, we'll speak to Andrew Hogue real soon, and Marissa.